Hello my chickens, I hope you're all doing well. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this makeup tutorial. So first thing I'm doing is priming my eyes with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as per usual, just so we can start off our eyeshadow with a blank canvas. Then of course I'm taking a pressed powder to make sure that base isn't tacky at all. Now it's time to rock and roll. For my eyeshadow today, I'm taking this Tarte Tarteist Pro eyeshadow palette. So I'm picking up a mauvey purple shade, and this one's going right in my crease so we can kind of let all the other colors blend into this one. So I'm just taking a really big fluffy brush and popping it from outer corner to inner corner and really blowing it up nice and high. Next, I'll be taking this other purple shade, and this one is going in the same place as we put the last one. The last shade was a little bit too grey for my liking, so I just went over the top with this one. I was pretty much just playing around with different colours. So the next one I'm taking is a burgundy shade, and again going straight over the top so we can get the colour that I want. And I'm also just going to make sure I blend out the tops of my eyeshadow so it's nice and soft and blown out. Now let's move on to the lid so we can create the halo eye. I'm taking that second transition shade and popping that on the outer corner and the inner corner of my lid. Then I'm going in with this violet Voss glitter glue and popping that directly in the middle. Now I'm going to take this mineral velvet shadow and I'm just popping that right in the middle where it belongs, and then I'm going to blend out these sides. My eye shape isn't the best for this kind of eyeshadow technique, but I'm like, I've got to try it, and I think it turned out pretty well considering the hoodedness going on. Now let's move on to the base. So I'm starting off with the Too Faced Hangover Primer and just smacking this on. This is one of my favorite primers because it is really moisturizing at the same time. Then we're going in with this Strobe Cream. I used way too much of this, so by the end of the video my face looks a little bit too oily. So if you do use this, I just recommend using it on the high points of your face and where you don't naturally produce oils. That was my first mistake. Now going in with the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. I know this is so orange, like I knew it before I was even applying it, but this is the only shade that I have, and I really wanted to test out the formula. I love the formula so much. Obviously it's just way too orange for me. What is actually happening? But I made it work by the end of the video, so just stippling this all over my face, carving out my brows, and then finishing off by blending it all the way down to my boobies. For concealer, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm using this to highlight my face and make it look less orange. Isn't it weird to think that it actually looked normal by the end of the video? What a genius. So just putting this under my eyes and down the center of my face and blending that out with a beauty blender. The beauty blender blends out concealer like a dream. If you don't have one, I would definitely recommend it. And a tip of the day, make sure you wet it before you use it. So now let's go in and set that concealer. I'm taking the Kat Von D translucent powder and just putting this directly underneath my eyes to make sure it does not crease throughout the day, because every single concealer creases on me, so this just completely stops it. Now let's go in and set the rest of the face. Okay, I need to stop saying I'm really sorry. I don't know why I just started saying that a lot. So I'm pretty much just going to go in all over my face with this, and I was like, why is my face so shiny? And then I realized the Strobe Cream. That's what it was. It was too shiny for me. Alright, let's go ahead and finish the eyes. So I'm taking the shade No Filter, and this is going on the lower lash line really generously, going from the outer corner to the inner corner and really fluffing it out. Then taking the shade Nylon by NAC. Oh my god, did I just say NAC? Oh, by MAC, I'm using this to highlight my inner corners. This is the perfect highlight shade for the eyes. I love it. And then for mascara, I'm taking this Benefit a Roller Lash Mascara, putting this all over my top and bottom lashes so we can prep them for falsies. And let me just tell you, these were the worst falsies I've ever applied. The bend was so thick, and it honestly took me 10 minutes each eye for them to actually stick down. I don't know what brand they were. They were Michael's, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to use these, but never again, Michael, no. But anyway, let's move on to the face. I'm taking the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette, and I'm starting with the bronzy shade. I'm using this to carve out my cheeks a little bit because my tan was so dark. It wasn't showing up as much as I'd hoped. So I also went in with the MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in the shade Give Me Sun, because why not make my skin even more orange? So I'm putting this on my cheekbones and also around my forehead as well. And then I'm taking the blush from the same palette and going on in on the apples of my cheeks and blending it back. Now it's time to make my face glow, so I'm taking my Anastasia highlight brush, which by the way is my favorite highlight brush of all time. You guys need to get it if you don't have it already. And I'm just packing that highlighter on, and it is so pretty. It's such a universal shade that I think will match so many skin tones. Now it's time for the liquid lipstick. I literally tried like 20 different lipsticks, I'm not even kidding. And then my friend came over and she's like, hey, you should try the Kylie Jenner Maliboo shade. And turns out that this worked perfectly. So the last thing I'm doing is setting my face with the Urban Decay long lasting spray. I put literally the whole bottle on there, my bad. But yeah, there we have the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Toodaloo, darling. Bye bye.